This is a meditation to help you manifest a relationship. You're either going to do this meditation while you're seated or lying down. Do not listen to this meditation while you're driving, and you can do this as many times as you want. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, when you're ready, you're just going to invite the eyes to close. If that feels comfortable, you can soften your gaze as well. And I just want you to feel your back and bottom against your chair or whatever you're laying down on. And you can start by taking a big deep breath in and out. Good. Make sure your stomach expands like a balloon. Breathe in and out. Good. Breathe in and out. Keep doing that on your own. Big deep breaths in and out. Make sure your belly is expanding like a balloon. And just listen to the sound of my voice. In a moment, what we'll do is we're going to breathe in together. We're going to hold our breath. We're going to flex our arms, our legs, our abs, squeeze and release. So when you're ready, take a big deep breath in. Hold your breath. Flex your arms, your abs, your legs, squeeze tight. And release with a sigh. Good. One more. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Flex your arms, your abs, your legs, all your muscles tight. Hold it, and release. Good. Now just take some big deep breaths like before on your own. Yeah. Just feel yourself relaxing the body. And just listen to the sound of my voice. I want you to imagine that you're having lunch with a friend. This can be a family member, a close friend of yours, someone you feel comfortable with. And this is maybe 6 months from now. This is in the future. And you're actually in a relationship. So you're imagining yourself having lunch with a friend and you have a partner, you have a relationship. And during this lunch, you're telling your friend how you guys met and how happy you are now that you're finally in a relationship, and you're sharing your experience of what it was like. So I'm going to speak on your behalf, and I want you to just kind of follow along and pretend that you're talking to your friend. So I'll go ahead and begin. You're just imagining telling your friend, and just first notice how it feels to even be in a relationship. Just pretend 6 months from now you're in a relationship. You're telling your friend, I'm really happy. Like, I honestly was really annoyed with dating. I almost gave up several times. I had tried the apps, I was frustrated with them, and I didn't give up though. I was open minded. I think that's one thing that really helped me. This is you talking to your friend. I was really open minded and I wanted to meet someone. So I was using the apps. I updated my photos, I updated my bio and prompts, and I was trying to call out my ideal partner. And then I was screening profiles. So when guys were just saying one word answers and not reciprocating, I was just filtering. I was just unmatching. When people didn't respond, unmatched. I valued myself too, so I think that was really helpful. And then I was also just putting myself out there to things that I wanted to go to. And I can't remember if we met online or in person, but eventually we had a date. And he actually suggested dinner, but I knew about attraction principle, so I suggested we just grab like mocktails and we go for a little walk downtown. And so I remember it was so cute. Our first date was so sweet. It was like a really nice bar, upscale, like cute lighting and music. And I remember him looking really cute. I was feeling good too. And he gave me a hug. Immediately, I was like, oh, okay. And I was sitting next to him. I was like touching his watch in his hand and like trying to create some attraction. And I was like angled towards him and I was commenting on his clothes and he was commenting back and we were teasing each other. There was clearly like some attraction. And we had a good time. We played a couple games that were there at the bar. We walked around. At the end of the night, I he dropped me off because he drove me to my apartment that was around the corner. He didn't want me to walk. And I asked, I was like, can I kiss you? He said, yeah. So I leaned in and I kissed him. And he was happy and he kissed me back and we kissed for a bit. And it was so sweet. I felt so happy. And I remember just going home feeling like on cloud nine and thinking about him. And then we just kind of, the rest was history. We kind of just kept hanging out and we just spent time together every week for several weeks. We would just go on dates. We would do fun things together. We would play games and just do different things together. We'd go on hikes and museums and dinner. We'd had sex, of course, and all of the things. And I remember my self doubt would kick in, but I would just like bring myself back. I worked on myself a lot the whole time, so I knew to like not self sabotage and all the things. And we just started to build a really healthy relationship as friends, and we worked through differences, and then we eventually asked, it was pretty mutual, if we wanted to be partners, if we wanted to be in a relationship. And that was about maybe 6 months ago. And we've been together ever since. And he's going to be meeting my family this week. I met his family last week. And I just feel really happy. I feel supported and loved. And I finally feel like stable in my love life. The apps are off my phone. Yeah, I don't know. It just kind of felt almost like a fairy tale, but I know it wasn't. I worked on myself a lot. I actually started studying dating and all of that. So yeah, good. If you want to add to the story, telling your friend, you can. If not, just notice how you feel. You likely feel pretty warm. If you feel anxious at all or anything, that's okay. That might just be anxious attachment. Just taking deep breaths. But yeah, notice how you feel. Good. Keep taking those deep breaths and just back to the story. Just imagine your friend giving you a hug and saying, "Great job." Like, great job on being open minded, even when it was difficult. Yeah, you can put your arms around you if you'd like to. Taking some deep breaths, listening to the sound of my voice, and just realizing now that you're currently writing the story right now as we speak. You can tell your friend 6 months from now you did this exact meditation. The choices you're making now, you're writing your story right now. Yeah. Good. You can you can raise your arms and stretch if you'd like to. You can put your arms around yourself, give yourself gratitude if you'd like, whatever feels comfortable. Eventually, you can start to wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, feeling inspired, feeling grateful, feeling self respect, no pressure. You have nothing to prove. You can gently wiggle the toes and fingers. You can gently open the eyes, fixate on an object in the room to bring yourself back for a moment. You can start to come back. I hope that was helpful. You can listen to this meditation as many times as you'd like. That might have made you feel a little bit activated, so you can kind of just shake it out if you need to. Follow up with a therapist or coach if you need to as well. Sometimes these meditations can bring up emotions. All right, great job. I'll talk to you soon.